Lots of dirt flying around in here. Her little boy, Kristen, I've got to hang out with him a couple times. He's a little bundle of joy, and I like to annoy the heck out of him. But our next speaker, Chris. I've watched Chris 4 years now? 3 years, 4 years? And yeah, he keeps following me everywhere. You don't have to follow him. I'm just kidding. I'll let him tell a story, but I'm very grateful for his friendship and his example, and you inspire me every day.
I just want to start out by saying that I'm very blessed to be here. I am doing things, and being here is one of those things that I never thought that I would ever be able to do. So to give you a little bit of background, I'm 36 years old, and I was born in Provo, Utah. I have 5 kids, and I struggled with addiction, incarceration, loss, despair, loneliness almost my whole life. And I've spent more time using drugs than I've been sober. Currently, I've been in recovery for almost 3 years now. 3 years on June 6th will be my recovery date. I was raised in Southwest Provo on Stubbs Avenue, right next to a place that was then called Pebble Creek, but is now called Boulders. I grew up in poverty, and I felt like I never belonged. I struggled in school, making friends, and making good choices, obviously. All I ever wanted was to fit in and to be accepted by others and to be loved. I feel like this is a common issue that almost every child faces, even today. From the age of 17, from the age of 7, then I suffered the loss of my mother to an accident. And over the next 20 years, I would endure a wide range of mental issues that could have stemmed from not only losing my mother, but things like abandonment from other caregivers, emotional abuse, misplacement, and peer pressure. I began my teenage years with a mixture of delinquency, substances, and running from my problems. Often I felt abandoned, alone, unprepared, and unable to face the daily life challenges that I face today. My 20s weren't much better. Even though I have 5 kids, I lost some of them to my choices through DCFS. Those taken by DCFS were removed with good reason due to my irresponsible actions as a parent. The others were adopted out. I had constant run-ins with the law, incarceration, and even suffered the loss of my brother to an overdose in 2016. That loss sent me spiraling. I felt like I had lost a piece of myself and used even more drugs than I was at that point to try and numb myself, to run from the feelings that come with such a loss. The people around me became worried and concerned for my survival, and many thought that I would die of an overdose myself. At one point, I thought that I could get away from my addiction by leaving states. After 8 months of sobriety, I relapsed and found out that that was not a solution. Drugs can be found anywhere and everywhere. Even after all this, some part of me, inside of me, would not give up. I went to a couple inpatients, participated in intensive outpatients and general outpatients, and utilized the help and skills obtained through sober living houses. In every attempt that I made at recovery and rehabilitation, I learned new skills and added it to my recovery and mental health toolbox. As of June 4th, 2023, I finally decided that I'd had enough. I was stuck from people reprinting stolen checks, burglarizing, and had even become violent. I never thought that I would commit these acts and become the person that I despised. And hit an all-time low. I left everything and everyone I had behind and committed to make the changes that I wanted. 6 months into my recovery, I had an arterial dissection in my neck and I had a stroke. You know how people say not to pop your neck? They say that it's bad for you or that it causes arthritis. Well, I learned another reason. And when I popped my neck one day, I immediately got dizzy and spent the next 2 weeks in the hospital. Have you ever had the hiccups for a few days to a week? I have. It's not pleasant. During that 2 weeks in the hospital, I spent every day relearning how to walk, talk, and everything all over again. But I was determined not to give up. My biggest fear was to be paralyzed, and I was not going to let that become a reality. I could not work. I had trouble dressing myself. I could not walk straight down the sidewalk for 6 months. And I could barely keep my eyes open long enough to make something to eat, shower, use the bathroom, and get back into bed. But I would not give up, and I would not give in. So many people were in my corner and have continued to help me in my journey since then. I could not have made it to where I am today if I had not accepted that I was struggling and admitted that I was unable to do it alone. I had to ask for help. I am surprised at how many people are unaware of all the resources, programs, and people that are willing to help. I heard that when you are on the path you are supposed to be on, then things will happen to you that you never imagined would. Doors will open, second chances given, opportunities arise, and the chance for amends becomes apparent. For me, at least, all these things are true. In January, February of last year, I had such a thing happen. Through a series of events, I was reunited with my 9-year-old daughter. Around this time, that I had come across an organization called Circles. And Circles coaches, allies, and leaders all came together on numerous occasions to help me overcome any obstacles I faced, to provide me with the support to face my own challenges, and to even provide when I was lacking. Through the combined efforts of Wasatch Behavioral Health, Community Action, DCFS, Building Beginnings, the Housing Authority of Utah County, DEWS, and Circles, I was able to grow and succeed. This combination of resources was key in gaining my independence, securing housing, and meet more of my goals than I ever thought I could. All the while dealing with DCFS and the foster family of my daughter. Not a week went by where I did not reach out to someone, usually Cody or Kira, but there were others, where I did not question my ability to stay clean and to move out of sober living and become a single parent to my daughter. Let me tell you, there were several weeks where I would approach people and I'm like, I got this, this, and this, and I don't know how I'm going to do it. And, you know, something that especially Cody has always said to me is, you don't have to do it, you get to do it. Just like being here and talking to you, it's an opportunity. Just because I didn't know how to do it didn't mean that I didn't think that I could do it. Thanks to my support network and the resources that I mentioned earlier, I have gained confidence in my ability to confront my own challenges and navigate my way through them, no matter how unprepared I am. In the last 3 years, I've completed probation, graduated substance use treatment, left sober living, and live in my own apartment with my 9-year-old daughter, who I have full custody of. I have also completed 2 parenting classes, still participate in therapy and circles, and I have been reunited with 2 of my sons, one of which is here with me today. And I'm currently a member of the board of directors at Academy Action. I continue to set and achieve goals. I will not give up. I want to help others as I have been helped and bring awareness to the help that is available. I want to be the guide for others' success. My message to you is this: learn to love yourself because you are worth it. You are not alone, and I encourage people to surrender their pride and to reach out and seek help that is available.